We are joined by Ethan Somoza and Elias Rosén of Bemidji State. If you have a question, just please raise your hand via the Zoom conference, and if you have any questions, let us know. Guilherme, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Question for Ethan. I'm just curious to know what this victory means for your program, given the fact that, I think historically it's always been pretty much of an underdog sort of program.
Yeah, that was a huge win for us. I mean, we haven't been to the tournament in 11 years, and being the 4 seed in this region, being the underdog, it's a great feeling, great win for us, and means a lot.
Ethan, what did you guys do to frustrate Wisconsin? It seemed like you just played a gritty game that maybe is your style of play, but did you feel like that was something that Wisconsin wasn't prepared for?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they weren't prepared for it, but we stuck to what we've been doing the whole year, and that's our focus is being a really aggressive forecheck and causing turnovers, keeping things really simple in the defensive zone. Anytime the puck comes out of the offensive zone, right back into their D zone and get back on the forecheck. And we've been with that game plan for the entire year, and we kept with it here, and it worked out.
Elias, how important was that second goal for you guys right at the end of the first period to really drive in the momentum going into the rest of the game?
We kept the momentum going there. Getting a 2-0 lead coming into the second period is always huge, and I felt like after that we draw a couple penalties in the second, but we got out of that and got a goal from 3-1. So we just kept battling there, and it was good to come out with 2-0 there.
Ethan, all year long, you guys have done really a good job when you guys have the lead. How imperative was you guys to get out in front of the Badgers, and how big was it that you guys were able to get in front and then keep the lead all game long?
Yeah, I mean, in any game you go into, you want to get the lead. We've been really good with the lead the entire year. We got the first one, and then we got the second one right at the end of the first, which was huge to roll into the second there. But yeah, we like playing with the lead, and we did it well tonight. Got the win.
I know that they scored 2 in the third period, but did it feel like your physicality was too much for them? Because it seemed like halfway through the second, they just weren't as into it as you guys were. Did it feel that way to you, either one of you?
I mean, we were just playing aggressive the whole game. I don't know. They got a couple at the end there, and we just had to come back together as a team and stay tight. We knew they were going to have some good pushback there, but we stuck to the same game plan, just being aggressive everywhere. And yeah, it was good.
Was this the style of play that you wanted to play the entire time, the first couple of periods anyway, where you were just able to grind them out?
We just wanted to attack. Our word all week was attack. What we do. We just wanted to attack, and apply pressure all over the rink. And and that's what we did. That's how we play. We're a puck pressure team, and we wanted to make sure that we played our game. And we just felt that's why we're not going to deviate against anybody else. We got to do what we got to do. And I felt our guys were really. I thought they had good legs. And it was a warm rink as well, so we had pretty good legs.
Noah, go ahead.
What can you say about the play of Owen Sullivan today?
Well, Owen does all the little things well. He's a glue guy, and that's what you get out of Owen. He's just like he's like a Swiss Army knife. He does everything well. He's big on faceoffs. He is accountable in the defensive zone. He manages the puck. He's got great leadership. He controls the bench. So that's Owen, and he's a guy that we really rely on, and you recognize that tonight.
Mike Grimm. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, Coach. It seemed every time Wisconsin maybe had a sliver of hope, you guys were able to either get a goal or stop the pressure. What was the key there, just to keeping that pressure going and keeping them, without really gaining momentum for a team that's good?
Well, we defended well too. I thought when we had to defend, I don't think they had a lot of lateral passes, and the lateral passes they get at the end, they score. You know what I mean? But we didn't think that they had a lot. We wanted to minimize lateral passes. That's why you better have good, you better have good pressure at the puck. And I thought we had good, we closed quick on, at the puck. And if you close quick at the puck, you're going to take away lateral passes. And that was obviously, it's one thing we wanted to do defensively.
Francois?
Hi, Coach. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. You've been talking about attacking as a big part of your game plan, but I'm curious to know on the other side, Cole Caulfield is a big player for Wisconsin. How big it was for you for your game plan to contain him, especially 5-against-5?
Well, we didn't really we talked about Cole Caulfield, but we can't get consumed with Cole Caulfield. We have to make sure certain parts of our game were good. And I think the biggest thing is know when he's out there and just make sure, again, you stay on the defensive side of him and just make sure you got a good stick. I mean, you just have to have good habits. I think the biggest thing is you can't get consumed with the player, because if you get consumed with the player, we're going to take ourselves away from our game. But the biggest thing is when you play against a guy like Cole Caulfield, you just have to have really good habits. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you.
Chaz?
Tom, I know you say all year that, you got to win multiple ways, but you guys have been really solid when you have a lead, and you don't lose many games when you have that lead. How big was it for you guys to get that first goal, keep the lead all game long?
It was big, Chaz, and that second goal was obviously even bigger. And then when you got a 2-goal cushion, then they got to play catch-up hockey. So, and then we get ourselves into penalty trouble. It was 2-1, ball game back on. But then we responded. So, no, I think, again, we answered back well. I thought we sure as heck didn't get rattled. I thought we stuck with it, and that's a testament to the players.
And we'll go back to Mike Grimm.
Coach, can you take us through your emotions at the end? It was a 6-on-4. You had to keep your guys out there. They fought through it, and then when you got the empty netter at the end, what was that like on the bench?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know what it was like. I mean, we had a good feel. We had a good feeling, but no, the 6-on-4. I thought our guys, and there were some gas guys right there, and there was a second there I thought I should have changed. Maybe I should have potentially changed, but I went with our first penalty killing group, and I wanted to stick with them even though they were a little fatigued. But I think they figured it out, and they really stayed tight. They stayed pretty tight near the end. They stayed pretty tight, which they had to do, and I thought we fronted well. I thought we fronted the puck well, and so I mean we kind of willed ourselves that last minute or so. And sometimes, guys, it's not bad being 6-on-4 versus 6-on-5, because having that ability of clearing a puck and icing a puck isn't all bad sometimes. So as much as you don't want to take a penalty, sometimes it's not all bad because of that ability of clearing a puck.
And Kyle?
Right then, you're playing, guys, what you're doing is you're not necessarily playing against them. You're playing against the clock at that particular time, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Kyle?
A lot had been made about their power play against your penalty kill. How did you feel like you guys managed in that particular battle, and especially, given the ability to tack on a couple of shorthanded goals?
Yeah, the second, the last goal, don't count that. I mean, that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I'm not going to, we might get credit for a shorthanded goal right there, but that's different. But I thought overall I thought we did a pretty good job of killing on Caulfield's goal. On that third one, we should have stayed inside him a little bit. We got to the outside, and he got inside positioning, and he's just got great feet, and he can get shots off quick. We probably should have backed off him a little bit right there at that time, but whatever, it's just going to happen. I mean, a guy like that, he's going to make some plays, he's going to do some things, and he did. He's a dangerous player.
Marin? Go ahead.
Congrats, Coach. This is the 15th consecutive tournament where number 4 seed has upset a number 1 seed. And I was just curious what your thoughts are on that, and if there's something to be said for how evenly matched this tournament could actually be.
Well, we always talk about it. It's getting into the tournament is probably the most difficult component. Getting in is tough, but there is so much parity. We all play good teams. We all play good teams non-conference. Just get into the tournament. And there's a lot of parity in college hockey. It's like the Stanley Cup playoffs. Just get in the playoffs, and 8s win a lot. 7s win. There's upsets all the time. I guess they're called upsets because you might be a lower seed. But a lot of times it's who's playing best at that particular time of year as well. So We've all seen it. You've seen it. I've seen it. So nothing surprises us anymore. Again, it's just you got to get in the tournament, and then you got to play the game.
And last question will go to Adam.
You have 7 seniors on your club if you include Robbie Baydoun.
The conventional.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that very.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm going again. The conventional wisdom, at least if you're watching the game on TV, is that the slower ice would have helped you guys. But would you agree with that?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't at all. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think I think a pressure team like us. I mean, we rely on. I think we're a speed-based team. So I don't know. I don't like to get into those things because I think that's not respect for us. You know, and I think we played a good game today, and I don't want to take anything away from our guys, and I don't think anybody else should. So if people want to maybe say that, that's up to them. But I just think, again, that, you know, I don't even want to go there because I think that's a cop-out kind of.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.